Less is more when you're dealing with women, right, G? And in this video, essentially what I'm going to do is show you why when you invest the least, she's going to want to sleep with you even more at a higher, more primal and raw degree, all right, my G? Before I hop into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. This is Manuel. Let's hop in, all right? So when you invest the least, it's very attractive to women. Why? Because this look, when you're not texting as much, when you're not calling as much, that builds a mystery. What is my man doing right now? Is he killing someone right now? Is he saving the world? Whatever. These thoughts will pop into her mind. These thoughts will pop into her mind. But if you're the man that's constantly texting her, constantly wanting to build a relationship with her, constantly calling her and bugging her, you're gonna kill the fantasy. You're gonna kill the thoughts that she has of you in a high regard, right? And she's going to start seeing you as a burden, not as an asset to her life. Because the dudes that do too much, they don't get the box. They might get pity pussy every here and there, but they're not the dude that she lusts for on a sexual and primal, very raw level, all right? But the dude that doesn't do too much, he's the one that she thinks about for years to come, because while he was not texting her, while he was barely calling her, barely telling her that he loves her, right? It's because the reason why she loves him is because he's the dude that stood out. He's the dude that stood out. That's very attractive to women. Women are attracted to the men that do the least because this man is not trying to prove himself to her. He's not trying to prove himself to her, which is very powerful, which is very attractive to women. You see, when you can own who you are and not try to pedestalize women, that's what's going to set you apart from the majority of men. The dude that doesn't text too much, that doesn't really care much about the girl at all, he's the dude that eventually wins with the woman. He's the one that the girl ends up lusting for and dreaming about. That's why when a lot of you guys have experienced that, a girl comes into work or school or wherever you're at, really crying about a dude, right? 9 times out of 10, it's this dude. He's a dude that doesn't really care about her. He's a dude that's not trying too hard. Whenever she tries to text him, he takes a good amount of time. He texts her, like, he might even break her heart. Why? Because he's seeing other girls. Thus him not caring much about her. But she can't help but chase this man. Why? Because she wants to pursue him. Women pursue men. Women pursue men, but in the new world that we live in, the dudes that are pursuing her are not attractive. Why? Because that's not the natural biological state a man is supposed to be in. A man is supposed to be chasing purpose, and as a byproduct, the women will be chasing him. That's just the natural order of law. That's just the law of nature, right? The law of biology. When you start to understand this, you will see that you will become more attractive to women. You will become more attractive to women when you start to see it like this. So once again, don't be the dude that's out here just trying to appease to women, just trying to put them on a pedestal because you're doing too much. And what's the topic of the video again? The less you do, the more she'll want to sleep with you. Less is more in a nutshell, right? So when you do the least, it's going to be more attractive. For example, when you're talking to her, when you're doing too much of the talking, when you're trying to prove a point or you're trying to over talk her, she's gonna be disgusted by you. She's gonna be repelled by you. Why? Because you're doing too much. You're trying to prove yourself to her. That is not attractive. That is not attractive. All right. So to fix this, you would do the least by listening more and talking only 30% of the time, right? Listen more, speak less. My G, the less you do, the more she'll want to sleep with you. The the less amount of clinginess that you're doing, you're more kind of more reserved and more to yourself, she's going to be more attracted to you. Why? Because women are attracted to the opposite version of themselves. Women don't want a man that's clingy. They'll say, oh, I want a dude that writes me love you letters and little notes, sticky notes, and all this goofy stuff. But who does she end up sleeping with? The bad boy, the player, the dude that could care less about her, right? That's the dude that wins. Because why? He's doing the least, thus her pursuing him. Less is more, all right, my G? This has been Manuel, my G. I hope you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. And my G, I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Peace out.